Britain's Prime Minister Theresa May has called the violence in Gaza tragic and concerning, while also asking for an independent investigation. Speaking at a news conference alongside the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Prime Minister May said there is an urgent need to establish the facts of what happened yesterday through an independent and transparent investigation. Turkish President Erdogan, who is on a 3-day visit to the UK, extended his condolences to the families of those who had been killed. The Palestinian Authorities called the Monday violence, which was the bloodiest since 2014, a massacre.
Loss of life we have seen is tragic and extremely concerning. Such violence is destructive to peace efforts, and we call on all sides to show restraint. There is an urgent need to establish the facts of what happened yesterday through an independent and transparent investigation, including why such a volume of live fire was used and what role Hamas played in events. Palestinians have the right to protest, but these protests must be peaceful. We are concerned that extremist elements are seeking to hijack legitimate protests to further their own objectives. And while we do not question the right of Israel to defend its borders, the use of live fire and the resulting loss of life is deeply troubling. We urge Israel to show restraint.
Şehit olan tüm Filistinli kardeşlerime Allah'tan rahmet, yaralılara acil şifalar diliyorum. Bu vahşeti bir kez de sizlerin huzurunda lanetliyorum. Fakat bir gerçeğin de altını burada özellikle çizmek istiyorum. Sene 1948.
The US Embassy moving to Jerusalem. The Israeli Prime Minister insisting on Jerusalem as the undivided capital of Israel and the massacre in Gaza. Palestine clearly on fire again. The anger of his citizens erupting once again.
Palestinians are on a general strike to protest against the killing of 60 people, shot dead by Israeli snipers during the Great Return March. In Ramallah, the de facto administrative capital of the West Bank, the roads were a deserted look.
In order to mourn what is worldwide known as the Nakba, the catastrophe, the moment when Palestinians were kicked out of their land from the advance of the Israeli army, all Palestinian political parties and organizations and the people of the Palestinian territories declared a day of strike, and the strike became huge after in Gaza nearly 60 people protesting were killed by Israeli defense forces. I am currently in Ramallah. As you can see on the street behind me, all shops are closed. There is literally no commercial activity and there is no open business taking place today. Palestinians are protesting in several focal points, not only of the city of Ramallah, but all around the Palestinian territories. They are protesting also because the United States decided unilaterally to shift the embassy from Tel Aviv to the wholly contested city of Jerusalem, which also Palestinians consider to be their capital city by right.
Protesters can be seen gathering near checkpoints and Israeli military premises. Palestinians, irrespective of their age, are taking part in the protest. They are not afraid of the heavily armed Israeli soldiers.
لأنه أنا بدافع عن إشي حقي.
Because we're defending our right. This is our right.
إيش يعني أموت بستشهد؟ امبارح استشهد 61 بني آدم في غزة.
What is it like to die? Yesterday only 60 people died in Gaza. They were killed in cold blood.
More than 100 people died during the Great March of Return demonstration, and Palestinians are feeling left out by the world in their struggle.
ولا دولة تحركت.
Not even one country has moved a finger.
Why?
ليش?
أنا هلا بدي أسألك.
And this is my question to you. Why?
Palestinians have been burning tires to protect themselves, and they use slings and stones to target Israeli soldiers walking down the Beit Il Hill. Security forces have been responding with extremely powerful tear gas, rubber bullets and live ammunition. Right before the Israeli charge, protesters start retreating and we reach a temporarily safe spot.
Israeli defense forces are now charging the demonstrators, and the tear gas is reaching the demonstrators. It's very hard to breathe.
But it is not the end. Palestinians have been taken to the street to make their voice heard for decades. They calmly regroup and go back to the first line. Ambulances are ready to treat those injured. And it is not only the Gaza massacre that is bringing Palestinians on the street. To add fuel to the fire, the United States unilaterally decided to recognize Jerusalem as the capital city of Israel. But this is not what Palestinians think.
And we say to everyone that Jerusalem is the capital of Palestine, the eternal capital of Palestine. And Jerusalem is Arab and will always remain Arab.
The situation is getting tense with each passing hour. All the checkpoints between Palestinian territories and Israel resemble conflict zones, and the situation risks escalating in the coming days and reach a point of no return.
This is just the beginning of the first day of general strike called by Palestinian authorities here in the city of Ramallah. Israeli forces are currently charging the Palestinians protesting. Daniele Pagani from Ramallah for WION.